Today on the channel from the Star Wars Black Series Rogue One Edition, Bodhi Rook. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars unboxing and review. And today we're taking a look at the Black Series Rogue One Edition, Bodhi Rook, first time in the line. But for all your Star Wars needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So Bodhi Rook, a figure that we thought we were going to get way many years ago. Has it been like 5 years since Rogue One? I think it's the 5-year anniversary is why these are being released now. Him, Anton Merrick, I think that's it. Those two, Anton being a Target exclusive, him being, I think it maybe fan channel. I actually picked this one up off of Amazon. I ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. Amazon came first, one of those surprise mail days where I didn't even know it was shipping. Here it was, there it was, and here we are. But check out Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, all the usual suspects for Bodhi Rook. I don't think he's going to be too hard to get. It's not like he stole a lot of hearts out there. He might have stole a couple, but he wasn't like a Chewbacca, just taking everybody's hearts all day long. But Bodhi Rook's an interesting one, and they're doing a lot of re-releasing of some of the Rogue One figures, which is funny, because if I hit to my Walgreens, it's like 2 miles, or not even 2 miles, probably a mile from my house, if not less. It's nice having a Walgreens so close. You never know when you need a prescription refill, or you need to look for an action figure. That's what I do there. You know, it's funny, they're re-releasing these with new updated faces and stuff, but you can still find old school Rogue One figures at a lot of the Walgreens out there. On a dark, cold night, if you look to the sky, you can still see Jyn Erso in pegs across the universe, reflecting off the stars. That's how many Jyn Ersos are out there, and I think I got that Jyn Erso. I played that long game back then, and I think I got it for $5 at Target on clearance. So I don't know how the round 2 will go, but I believe the majority of these figures are going to be fan channel exclusives, your Big Bad Toy Stores, your Amazons, maybe, possibly, GameStops, of course, things like that. I just don't know, and I truly did love the Rogue One movie. I thought it was one of the best Star Wars movie. I might even put it at number 4 on my Star Wars movie list. Can you believe that? I loved Rogue One. I really enjoyed that movie. So I'm okay getting some new characters. I don't think there's enough meat on the old bone, as I like to say, to get some of the other characters being re-released. I'm okay with my original set. You got to call spade somewhere. You got to cut the line somewhere. There's not infinite funds out there, especially with inflation, as we always talk about. But Bodhi Rook, we're going to do this like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. Not just Star Wars, but all the other unboxings. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So here he is, old Bodhi Rook. Got kind of a teal band for the Rogue One. It's always interesting to see what kind of colors these new properties are going to get in the Black Series line with the new packaging. We get a little teal action here, and that's fitting. It's something different. It really pops on the shelf. You got Bodhi there. You got a blaster we've seen before. And we got this big backpack apparatus going on. Star Wars Black Series on the side, nothing fun at the top, warnings, all that, but the magic happens on the side. You're going to be able to complete that full mural if you want to with your Rogue One figures. Always love that. We always talk about that, how cool that is. On the back, you got warnings all below. You got the big blurb to the side in many different languages. You got a glamour shot action. You got Star Wars Black Series, and he is number 6 in the Rogue One pantheon of figures out there. So now, Star Wars Black Series, I always say, it took a while to figure out the best way to unbox these, and it feels like it's been a long time since we've unboxed a Black Series figure. But you just open up the bottom, slide them out. That's the way I do things. Not keeping the packaging for these guys, so I'm going to say see you later to that one. Get the old double plastic prison. Always fun to get a double plastic prison. I'm a little concerned what the future holds with some of the packaging laws and cardboard and plastic laws that are coming down the pipeline in the next few years. It's going to be very sad if they switch this Black Series packaging, because I do love it, but I can see a lot of this plastic going away. Maybe just putting them in there holding, you can be able to touch the figure and stuff, and I don't like that. I like the figures being covered by plastic, but I'm old school. We'll see what the environmental laws make happen. See you later. See you later. We're going to do the plastic prison, but yeah, he's got the other plastic prison. But let's pop him out of here. Let's pop him out. Let's see what's going on. Oh, as I'm breaking things. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's a mess. Oh, come on. What are we doing here? Now poor Kyle's got a lot of work to do. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, fumble. Rare fumble out of the plastic prison. It happens. See you later. All right. We got this blaster here. I forget the technical term for this blaster, but we've seen this before. Did he steal this from somebody in the movie? It's been a while, but I think this might be a bad guy's blaster he grabbed. But like to have the weapons there. Now, this is quite the contraption here, and it's going to just drive me absolutely nuts. I hated things like this with my G.I. Joe toys when I was a kid. I'm sure you guys all remember some of the G.I. Joe stuff. I think Alpine, some of those guys, whenever they had strings to their weapons and accessories, I just didn't like it. And I don't like it all these years later. Some things never change. I just don't like the stringiness of it all, and you got to wire it in and load it in and unload it. It's just a way to get caught up. It's a way to get lost, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, choose your own adventure how you like this, but for me, not a fan at all. Never have been, never will be. But it's a cool enough backpack. It's just, I don't know. I'll put him on him for the glamour shots, as it's going to be a little bit of work to get him on. But it's got this long rope, so you can do whatever you want. But I don't know if anybody needs this. Is there anybody besides a little kid playing with this? And guess what? They're going to break this. They're going to lose this very quickly. So I don't think this was needed. I think if you just gave us just a little bit hanging out, it would have got the point across for most collectors, especially mid-on-card guys. They don't care. And then adult collectors, we don't need all this rope going on. But I guess it's a cool feature. It's the Hasbro team saying, oh, we're going to give them something really good. To me, it's not something that's needed. But the backpack is nice. It's got the nice brown color throughout. It's got a nice silver kind of ladder type backpack apparatus to it. And then you got some of the technology things down there. It is a backpack. Nice, a little bit soft and movable, but not super movable for the harness of the backpack. You know, it'll fit on him and it'll look all great. But what we really care about is the figure. I'm not going to unwind that whole thing. That's just a mess waiting to happen. But the figure here, a nice, slim, skinny figure. I could see him moving into any kind of toy line out there. I mean, very kind of plain Jane a little bit. He does have a nice vest apparatus. That is not coming off him, so that's here to stay. Pocket City. They should call him, don't call him Bodhi Rook. Call him Pockets. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pockets. 13 pockets total. Let's just call him Pockets. Little Danny Pockets. There was a guy I used to know, and we used to call him Danny Pockets, and that's what I'm going to call him, Danny Pockets. But he's got all the pockets you'd ever want here. Actually, 13, 14, 15. He's got more on his arms as well, so he's got the nice data thing there. He's got a nice pencil protector on the side of his arm. Didn't want to go in the front. He went on the side of the arm. Kudos to him. That's a power move in the pocket pencil game. And he's got all the emblems on the arms, on both sides of his arms there. Very cool. A nice kind of flight mechanics jumpsuit going on. He does have goggles. Okay, so I was interested on these goggles. These goggles are not movable. Very interesting. I thought they were removable, but they are molded onto the back, so be careful. You could easily break that off. He does have a ponytail. Oh, sick ponytail. I've always thought about getting a ponytail. I don't know how to do it. My problem is I don't know how to tie, and like girls always tie this up. I can't do it. I'm not good enough to do that. My daughters sometimes will play with my hair and do that. I don't know. I'm thinking about giving it the old buzz and starting fresh. January 1, maybe I'll just buzz my head and we'll start fresh. Clean shaven, clean head, and we'll see how it grows through 2022. I think it's time to get rid of this hair. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But very interesting ponytail. You don't get a lot of ponytailed guys in the Star Wars universe in figure form, so I'm here for that. He does have a beard going on. His eyes, they're not off-centered. I think that's how they want him to look, but he looks like he's beating down. He almost looks kind of like a mouse or a rat with his nose. I feel like his eyes need to be a little bit wider, just a hair, but it's not terrible. It's a good one, but he's got all kinds of stuff going on. But a bit of a plain Jane figure. I think we'd all agree at that. We've got some excess plastic on the knee here that just broke off, so that's interesting. Single jointed features throughout. He's got waist movement. He's got his head that moves. Arms go all around, all that fun stuff. He has ankle rockers. But single jointed elbows and knees. You got thigh swivel. No bicep swivel with this one. But it's not the most detailed figure. This is one that I could see being right there with Jyn Erso, being a peg warmer for a long time. I think when a lot of people think of Rogue One, they don't necessarily think this character. He's not the most toyetic character in the world. I don't see kids clamoring for him. This is one of those figures when young Kyle's at the store and he gets to buy one thing and they're out of everything I really want, but he's there and I don't have him. Oh, I better get that Bodhi Rook. It's time. The time has come. That's kind of how these go. And I think kids haven't changed that much from when I was little. They get their favorites, and then they're not going to pass up a chance. They're not going to say, well, if I go to the store next time, can I get two? That never works with kids. They got to get something now. I know I was that way. I'm sure they are these days as well. I see it with my kids. But this Bodhi, I don't see flying off the shelves, but interesting enough. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I say it all the time. Ringside collectibles, best stands in the game, because spend your money on your figures, not your stands. 10 packs, $249. Got to get a deal out there. And he fits like a glove, so he fits perfectly on a stand. You don't have to worry about him toppling over, that kind of stuff. Like I said, $249 plus discount code Kyle saves you another 10% on that $249. Basically giving them away. So hit them up and tell them Kyle sent you. There you go. So Bodhi Rook, I'm here for it. Not a must-have, though, at the end of the day. But I love it when they give us some of the small, more minor characters throughout the Star Wars universe. More figures, the better. You guys know I love that. And Star Wars does probably the best job of any line of giving us deep-cut characters. But what do you guys think about Bodhi Rook? Are you here for it? Are you picking it up? Let me know in the comments down below. And then while you're here, you've watched this video, might as well give it a like. Might as well subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss a video. We got everything under the sun on the channel. There's something for everybody here. And then, of course, social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter. _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. Pro Wrestling Tees. Search Kyle Peterson. So there it is. Bodhi Rook, Rogue One rides again. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.